Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Fate's Day Night Remastered. Und Shio ist jetzt ja gerade zur Schule aufgebrochen, beziehungsweise ist jetzt gerade zur Schule gefahren, nachdem Shinji ihn angerufen hat. Ja, there's nobody at the school gate. From the outset it looks like the school is deserted. Since class is in session. Maybe there's no physical education class either, since there's nobody in the courtyard either. Well, that's going to change in a few minutes. When 6th period is over, school is out. The campus and exits will be overflowing with people on their way out. I head up to the 3rd floor. There's nobody in the hallway either. Everyone must be in their classroom, so I feel a little awkward walking into class C. Well, it's not like I'm going to be completely conspicuous, so I should hurry to the classroom. Class C is down the hall. Right now I'm in front of class H, which is the closest to the stairs, so there are 5 classmates between me and my destination. A wave of dizziness slams into me. My entire body is also overcome with nausea. My stomach churns. My senses are going completely haywire. Red floods my vision, as if blood were seeping into my eyes. The temperature around me hasn't changed, but my body is suddenly unbearably hot. What the hell is this? I stumble. Strength leaves my body. I feel like I'm withering and I can't do anything to stop it. In the same way you can't stop sand from falling in an hourglass. I'm suffocating. My throat burns. Was all the air sucked from this hallway from the entire school? I sway and by accident stagger toward the window. Desperate for the air, I jerk it open. Well, I freeze. This is so unbelievable I can't find the wherewithal to get confused. Outside the window, the entire campus is a field of endless red. It looks like the school was carved out of the world and plunged into a sea of red. The school building looks like an altar, draped in a red canopy. And then finally, I realize what is happening. I move away from the window. I muster up what sense I have left and force my feet to move, heading into the classroom closest to me. Inside, not a single student is seated in any of the chairs. They are all lying on the floor, even the teachers on the floor behind the podium. They are still breathing. Everyone is convulsing, as if pleading for help. Nobody is dead yet. The students don't have the strength to get up. They're just waiting to rot away. Seeing their miserable state on the floor brings to mind the burning ruins from that day. The nausea intensifies, but I can still get a handle on the situation. I take a look at the students on the floor. It's difficult, but we can breathe. They are not dead. If I hurry and get help, there may be a chance to save them. But the moment I check the face of the student nearby, something clicks inside my head. Their skin. It's hard as wax. Not everyone is like this. It varies from person to person, but the most severely weakened students' blood seems to have coagulated around their joints. Oily and glistening. Stiff, motionless arms, fixed, staring eyes, just like wax figures. I know this. I recognize the scene. Oops, sorry. Stop. This is just a hellscape. I know the sight well. I said stop. All that is sustaining me now is anger that has completely eclipsed any fear. My left arm tingles. The command spell on the back of my hand is warning me that an enemy is nearby. I run through my breathing is heavy and labored. I've long since lost my mind.
Yo, Emiya. 思ったより元気そうで何よりだ。どう？気に入ったかいこの思考は。
At the end of the hallway, Shinji Mato standing in front of Class C. My arm throbs. My command spells are screaming at me, Tame me the boy just ahead caused all of this. So this is all you're doing, Shinji? I can't breathe properly, but I glare at Shinji, who is keeping his distance. He must really like what he is seeing. Because the next thing I know, Shinji throws his arms wide and starts cackling in the blood-red hallway.
そうだとも。お前がやってきたのが分かったんでね。すぐに結界を発動させたんだ。タイミングには苦労したんだぜ。何しろあんまり早すぎると逃げられるし、遅すぎると顔を合わせるからさ。僕としちゃエミヤが顔面蒼白になるのを見たかったわけだし、単純にことを起こすのだけは避けたかったんだ。
So you were lying about having something to discuss.
話はこれからさ。僕とお前、どちらが優れているか遠坂に思い知らせないといけないし、エミヤには嘘の謝罪をしないといけないからね。ほら、エミヤには黙ってたけど、学校に結界を敷いたのは僕なんだ。
Shinji laughs like it's the funniest thing ever. That, I guess I've learned never to trust him.
あれ？思ったより驚かないな。なんだ。この結界は僕じゃないって言ったのに、エミヤは信じてくれなかったんだ。いいねいいね。お前でも人を信じないなんてことがあったわけだ。
Shinji's merry laughter bores into my skull like a drill. I have to point out, I'm plenty surprised. I had just been bracing myself to learn who set up the spawn field, Shinji or the other master. That was all. But so much for my optimism. I should have said things with Shinji the moment I learned he was the master. This is all my fault. Shinji, why did you do this? Were you lying about having no intention of fighting too?
いや、それは本当なんじゃない？僕だってこんなものを発動させる気はなかったんだ。爆弾を仕掛けておけば、遠坂だっておいそれと僕を襲わなくなるし、万が一の切り札にもなるからね。
I see, but Tosaka said it would take a few more days to activate the bounded field. Does that mean she miscalculated?
遠坂らしい意見だ。けどさ、結界は完成していないだけで、形はとっくにできているんだぜ。ま、おかげで効果は薄いけどね。この分じゃ一人殺すのに、あと数分はかかるんじゃないかな。
Stop it. The unusual is long since gone. That one thing is all I can think to say to Shinji right now.
止めろ？何をだい？まさかこの結界を止めろだなんて言ってるんじゃないだろうな。一度起こしたものを止めるなんて、そんなもったいないことできないな、僕は。
I said stop it. Do you have any idea what you've done?
イラつくな。お前、何僕に命令してるわけ？だいたいさ、これは僕の力じゃないか。止めるかどうかを決められるのは僕だけだし、止めて欲しかったら土下座くらいするのが筋ってもんじゃないの？まったく、藤村といいお前といい、自分の立場が分かってないな。
Hey, what about Fujine?
ね？ああ、藤村ね。この結界ができてからさ、あいつ結構動けたんだよ。でさ、倒れずにいた僕のところまでやってきて、救急車を呼んでとか言ってきたんだ。すごいよね。教育者の鏡ってやつ？けど、そんなもの呼ぶわけにはいかないし、呼ぶ気もないじゃない？藤村のやつ、それでもしがみついてくるもんだからうざくなってさ、蹴り飛ばしてやったらピクリとも動かねえでやんの。あの分じゃ真っ先に死んだんじゃねえの？あいつ。
I feel a switch flipping inside me. Oops. Tosaka said something about pressing a switch in my head, but it's nothing like that. There's this echoing clang in my head. A firing hammer strikes inside my head, and the inside of my body suddenly switches over. This is your last warning. Stop the bounded field, Shinji.
わからないやつだね。お前に頼まれれば頼まれるほど止めたくなんてなくなる。そんなに気に食わないんなら力ずくでやってみろよ、エミヤ。
Got it. Then it's really simple. All I have to do I need to stop him so I can stop the bounded field. Something surges inside me. Fiery heat blooms through my whole body. There's no more than 20 meters between me and Shinji. It should only take an instant. My body is surging with vitality, so much more than when I activate my exit circuits. A shadow wavers. The dark shape, waiting in the corner of the hallway, begins to take shape and move. A hard, sharp edge made of darkness itself. It's like a guillotine, ready to cleave anything that approaches Shinji in two. I don't know what kind of magecraft it is. 3 shadows emerge. If that's all there is, I can't block them. Well, I can at least manage to avoid them, but I'm not sure I can dodge them and attack Shinji. The 3 sharp blades approach. I stop in my track and concentrate on evading, keeping an eye on Shinji. I take a step to the left and dodge the blades and rush towards my stomach. I twist my upper body to avoid the second blade coming towards my chest from the left after I avoid the first blade, and then I rush forward to pass the third blade flying at my unprotected forehead. Not a problem, I can see where they are going. Compared to Sarah's attacks, this is like a game of dodgeball. Ich glaube, ich habe die richtige Wahl getroffen, ansonsten wäre ich tot gewesen. Rein aus Interesse, da ist ein Flowchart. Ich denke, hier wäre ich draufgegangen. 3 more shadows rush toward me. I don't even need to see where these are going. The first attack showed me how far and fast these can go, so I have no trouble avoiding this attack. I pass through the gaps between the 3 overlapping shadows. They are no threat. I don't feel any danger from the shadows. Saber taught me that I shouldn't hesitate as long as I don't sense that the attack will be fatal. Shinji! I close in on him. He has no shadows protecting him. Just a few more steps, maybe 3 more meters, and I can. Shinji turns and runs. The moment I reach out to grab his bag, I feel a chill run through my entire body and I quickly jerk my arm back. Something cuts through the air. A black blade slices through the space I'd been occupying just an instant before. I stop. I don't know where she came from, but standing in front of me now. I see the woman dressed in an ominous black, so dark even the most venomous shade of crimson seems pale in comparison. My mind goes blank with fear. I'm going to die. I don't want to think about it, but the image of my own brutal death fills my head. I sense it. I sense only death. The shadows earlier were nothing like this. Rider's form blurs. I need to... ich speichere mal. Und ich sag mal so, this isn't going to be a battle. I retreat immediately. This isn't a good time to fight. I need to regroup and make Shinji stop the bounded field. I'm not sure what happened, but I retreat desperately. Fear makes everything in front of me appear completely white. I don't even know what I am so terrified of. Without thinking, I throw an arm out to cover my neck. Okay. Something sharp buries itself in my arm. The dull sound of scraping bone tells me the next attack will end me. I run. I can't afford to look back. I just cover my vital spots with my hand as best as I can in a frantic retreat. Crack, crack. The sharp edge slowly soars through my body with a horrible jarring sound. A spray of my own blood blots out my vision. Meanwhile... Okay, habe ich jetzt doch die falsche Wahl getroffen? Rider's rushing toward me so quickly that I can't even see her. Also das ist schon ein ziemlich cooles Image. With each cut I hear sounds I can't even recognize coming from my own mouth. But I continue my desperate retreat, somehow surviving the dozens of fatal blows striking at me. I don't know what I'm doing. Rider's dagger is buried in my arm. My clothes are tattered and torn and my flesh is brutally shredded, but I'm still able to shield myself with my own body, blocking the attacks aimed at my neck and head. This isn't a conscious thing at all anymore. Pure instinct drives my reaction as I desperately try to survive Ryder's attack. My breathing is labored. I'm only running away, rushed along by the imminent death looming over me. Eventually whatever strength I have left will fade, and she will catch up to me, then I'm dead. That's what Saber had been trying to tell me. Don't fight against a servant. Fight wouldn't even be the right word for it. She told me again and again, so why the hell am I in this position now? All I want to do is catch Shinji as fast as possible and make him shut off this goddamn bounded feet, so what the hell am I doing? Shinji is elated, his voice triumphant. Ryder nods and swings her dagger up in the right arc. She is striking at my head. I can't dodge. All I can really do is try to prevent her from hitting anything vital. The dagger steps into my shoulder, right below the collarbone. I hear a high-pitched metallic sound, then the click of a tongue. The end of Ryder's dagger is starting to disintegrate. Ryder stops. In that instant, I frantically try to come up with a way to leverage the sudden opportunity. Something strikes me with all the force of a sledgehammer and I go flying out the window. It had only been a kick to the stomach, but I go flying, shattering the window. We are on the 3rd floor. Left alone, I will die of blood loss anyway, so a fall from this height will be enough to finish me off. I mean, an ordinary human would be dead on the spot from a blow strong enough to send them flying like this anyway. I reach out. Maybe I'm not falling yet, or maybe I'm just hallucinating right before I die, but my body is still suspended in midair. I reach out desperately, grasping for something, anything. Junge, nutzt dein Command-Ziel. The sky is crimson. The school is pulsating, like a creature's stomach, and am I just going to die? Let something like this happen? Let this happen? Am I going to let myself die without saving so much as a single person? I can't. I grit my teeth furiously. I can't win. This is not even a battle. I knew that going in, but I still screwed it up. There's no more pain. All I feel is my sheer rage making my insides unravel. I thought I could do it alone. This is what I get for saying I won't let Saber fight. I was an idiot. I can't save anyone on my own. If I really wanted to end this war, there was one thing I should have done right from the start. He asked me whether I was really not going to fight, not kill, and not let anyone kill. If I realized my mistake, I should first decide what to fix, then decide what to punish, then decide who to punish. And then I see it. There on my arm, still reaching up as if to touch the heavens. My command spells, waiting for an order. Also, wenn ich das hier mache, dann bin ich tot. Da bin ich mir ziemlich nicht sicher. I need Saber to come save me. Die beiden Sachen sind ziemlich ähnlich. Ich sag I summon Saber. Please come. I murmur those words like a prayer. My life doesn't matter anymore. But to put a stop to this savage brutality... No. Come, Saber. I muster up all my strength and call for my blade. One of my command spell strokes disappear. At that very moment, the space around me begins to waver. So this is magic. Saber clad in a silver armor bursts through the ripples in space and time to appear before me. My back slams into the ground. I stop breathing. The force of impact jars every bone and organ in my body. Several ribs crack or probably break outright. And yet, my body is intact. My bloody arms are still attached. Saber runs to me. forcing my numb limbs to move. I push to my feet to show her that I'm alright. There's no time to explain. You understand what's happening, right, Saber?
待ってください、シロ。それはわかりますが、その前にあなたの体を。
Take care of Ryder. Only you can beat her.
いけません。シロの治療が先です。このままではあなたが死ぬ。
No, there's something else that needs doing first. We need to beat Shinji and Ryder as quickly as possible. Nothing is more important.
ですが、それでは。
Ich glaube, ich hätte doch die zweite Option nehmen müssen. Saber is focused only on me. I would be lying if I said I wasn't happy about that. But there's no time to argue. If Saber doesn't want to listen, I just need to use my second command spell. She must have understood my resolve. Saber reluctantly accepts my decision.
わかりました。マスター、指示を。
Defeat Ryder. I will handle Shinji. Saber does not hesitate. She nods and without another word turns towards the school building like a whirlwind. I run up the stairs. Ryder and Shinji are on the 3rd floor. I can tell Shinji is still on the 3rd floor because of the way my command spells are reacting. The moment I set foot on the 3rd floor, sparks fly. Is that Ryder? I couldn't see, but Saber must have parried Ryder's attempt at a sneak attack from above.
シロ、ライダーはここで倒します。あなたはライダーのマスターを。
She doesn't need to tell me. Saber can't possibly lose to Ryder. She won't. I'm absolutely sure of what little I was able to learn of Ryder's abilities during my brief fight with her. Saber's ability vastly exceeds Ryder's. I'm leaving her up to you, but try not to go too far. It will be over soon once I stop Shinji. I run right past Saber. That same instant, Ryder flings a dagger at me with murderous intent, but Saber rushes in to deflect the attack. I run down the hallway. Ahead, I see a bewildered Shinji. Guess I will be at a disadvantage if I go at him empty-handed. I need a weapon. It should be long, like the mob leaning against the locker there. Trace on. I pass magical energy through my body as I run. Maybe I'm not distracted, or maybe I just can't afford to think of anything else. I manage to strengthen the plastic mob as effortlessly as breathing. The shadows begin forming again. I'm badly injured, but I don't feel the least bit sluggish. More than that, I have a weapon now. That means I don't even need to dodge. I use the mob to smack aside each shadow as it flies towards me. The mob breaks, but I expected as much from something done so hastily. Besides, I don't need it anymore. I'm so close. Shinji! I lash out with a furious punch. The impact jars my arm, which is still practically cut to ribbons, so painfully that I nearly pass out. I punch Shinji in the stomach and then grab him and shove him against the wall. Shinji tries to shove my hand away. Without missing a beat, I kick his grasping arm. I can't even control myself right now. I slam the arm I kicked against the wall and break it. I don't even hear Shinji's screams. This is bad. If I don't focus, it might be me who faints. I should hurry while I can still move. I grab Shinji's hand and smash him against the wall. Scream later. Release the bounded field, Shinji. I grab Shinji by the throat with the arm I can still control. Blood pours from my arm. It seeps through my clothes and it drips into Shinji's body, staining him. If you won't shut off the bounded field, then I just have to kill you. I don't care which it is. So pick one. Now. I squeeze. It must be all the magic energy coursing from my body. I could snap his neck like a twig.
データラメだ。お前にそんなことできるもんか。それに僕はまだ誰も殺してないぞ。ただみんなから少しだけ命を分けてもらっただけ。
Okay then, bye Shinji. I squeeze harder. There's no hesitation, maybe a little sympathy. I feel bad that as a fellow mage, Shinji was never taught the rules of being a mage, and so didn't have any problems killing innocents.
待ってくれ、分かった。僕の負けだ、エミヤ。結界はすぐに止めるから。
I loosen my grip around his throat.
くそ、バカ力出しやがって。おいライダー、ブラッドフォードを止めろ。マスターの命が危ないんだぞ。
There's no response from Ryder, but hearing Shinji, Saber takes a step back from Ryder. Ryder lowers the dagger. I see her mouth move.
これでいいんだろう。この結界は特殊らしくてね。一度貼った場所にはそう簡単に貼り直せないらしい。もうここに結界を貼ることはないんだから、その手を離せよ。
That's not how this works. I won. So you do what I say, Shinji. Get rid of your command space. Then we'll never have to fight again.
ふざけるな。そんな真似ができるもんか。レイジがなくなったらライダーを従えられない。そうなったら僕は。
Yup. You won't be a master anymore. Then you go to the church in Shinto. I hear they protect masters who drop out of the war. Or is it something else? Were you lying when you said you made a bond with Viel to protect yourself?
別にそんなこと言ってないだろう。僕はただマスターになってサーバントを従えていれば。
He thought he could be a mage. But what's the point of becoming one? It's over, Shinji. If you're not going to get rid of your command spells, I will just have to cut them out.
剥ぎ取る?
Shinji tilts his head in genuine wonderment. This isn't an act. Shinji really doesn't know what I'm talking about. Where you see.
シロ、離れて。
I hear Saber shout. Maybe it's all the training at the dojo, but my body reacts to Saber's words before my brain processes them. I let go of Shinji and jump back. At the moment, Ryder's dagger swings through the spot I'd been standing in a heartbeat before.
ライダー。
下がりなさい、マスター。この場から離脱します。
シロ、下がって。ライダーは結界維持に使っていた魔力を全て解放するつもりです。
What? Unleash the magical energy? I look towards Ryder. She does seem odd. The way she just appeared here when she had been confronting Saber a second ago. The cold air emanating from her. Everything about her is suddenly far more intimidating than she has ever been.
ライダー、何考えてんだお前。エミヤのサーバントにさえ勝てないくせに勝手なことしてんじゃない。
はい。確かに私ではセイバーに及びません。ですがご安心を。我が宝具は他のサーバントを凌駕しています。たとえ相手が何者であろうと、我が失踪を妨げることはできない。
Jupp. Deshalb ist Ryder auch tatsächlich, je nachdem welche Storyline man verfolgt, eine der mächtigsten Servants. Wie gesagt, es kommt auf die Storyline drauf an, die man verfolgt. Ryder raises her dagger. Everyone gasps in surprise. For some reason, Ryder presses her dagger to her neck and... Yup, schön. Slashes her own throat. Red sprays everywhere. Blood gushes from the black-clad Ryder's pale neck.
何を?
Shinji is just as surprised as the rest of us. No matter how extraordinary servants may be, a slashed throat is fatal. Ryder will bleed out and disappear on her own. Nope. Wie gesagt, Ryder ist eigentlich verdammt mächtig. The splattered blood stops in mid and slowly forms into a circle. A magic circle drawn in blood. It's a pattern I've never seen before. The design resembles a creature, an ominous creature. Ryder's created a giant lump of magical energy. The bounded field from earlier seems like a child's play compared to this magic circle. Wow, I'm being pushed back. This must be a truly massive amount of magical energy. I'm being pushed back as if by a strong wind.
シロ、離れて。ライダーは宝具を使う気です。そこにいては巻き込まれる。
Saber grabs me and jerks me back. She faces down Ryder into a magic circle as she protects me.
逃げるつもりか、ライダー。 自身のマスターをも巻き込むというのならここで引導を渡すだけだ。そのような宝具を使わせはしない。
まさかマスターを守るのがサーバントの役割でしょう。私はマスターを連れて逃げるだけよ。それが気に食わないのなら追ってきなさいセイバー。もっともこれを見た後でもあなたに戦う気迫が残っていればの話ですが。
A throbbing sound pulses through the school. With the sound of rending flesh, Ryder's hair whirls around her. Saber tugs my hand and drags me to the ground. There's a roar and then a flash. I close my eyes against the raging wind, but even with my eyes closed I still feel its intensity. Something right streaks by. A huge bolt of light shoots down the hallway at tremendous speed. Yup. All I see before me is in dreadful destruction. Shinzi and Ryder are gone. The bolt of light wasn't after us. It was probably a means of escape. My wounds hurt. I feel a hammering in my head again. The heat flowing through my body quickly fades. I don't hear Saber's question. My vision goes blank white. Und ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich jetzt hier auch mal diese Folge. Wie gesagt, ein Riders Noble Phantasm gehört zu einem der stärksten. Deshalb ist sie auch Noble Phantasm A+. Auch wenn sie ansonsten im Normalfall als einer der schwächsten gilt. Aber wie gesagt, tatsächlich gehört sie mit zu den mächtigsten. Kommt halt drauf an, ob die richtige Person sie kontrolliert. Aber ich bedanke mich erstmal fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.